How to reach a very high amount of money in a very short amount of time. Hi, my name is Slavica Bogdanov. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a business growth expert. I have been coaching people for the last 15 years, helping thousands of people worldwide live the life of their dreams and, of course, increase their revenue, sometimes more than 10 times. And way beyond what they ever imagined. And I hope I help you as well with these videos. Please subscribe to my channel. I put a lot of videos here so that you could have the best tools to reach your goals. You can also join my Facebook group. You can look underneath this video to have more information. I recently coached a businessman from Gabon. I know how you say that in English. It's Gabon in French. So it's an African country. And this gentleman has a fruit store. And his goal is to reach $100,000 before December 31st. We are now August. It was 1st of August or 2nd of August when I spoke to him. So it was about 5 months. His main issue is that he had problems to figure out how to do with perishable goods and not waste so much of it. And at the same time, he has this very huge goal of 100,000 euros actually before the end of the year. So just to understand, it's not really the goal that is the problem or the amount of money that you seek, is really how you go about thinking and strategizing about the goal. So what I did with this gentleman is first make sure that the goal, even if it's a very big goal, it's not too big of a goal. So there's a difference between having a very big goal and a goal that is so big that is actually it gives you a feeling of overwhelmed that you will never achieve it. So it's important to see where you're at emotionally in regards to your goal. So in this case, it's really, really big, but he feels that it's completely out of his comfort zone, but it's not to the point of feeling overwhelmed, and that is really impossible to reach, which is very important for the brain. Because if you think that your goal is so big, your brain stops functioning. It cannot compute anymore. It just, like, all the mechanisms of the brain just stop. When you're motivated and excited and a little bit fearful at the same time, it actually can provoke the brain to come with a lot of solutions. And at that point, create the ways and paths to your success to reach that goal. So the first is really to understand to what extent the goal is moving you forward. If you have too small of a goal, it's also a problem because you won't be motivated enough to do what it takes to achieve it. So if you have something that it's not big enough of a goal, well, you'll feel, why should I even bother? There's no real motivation, and there's not a good reason to achieve it. So the goal that you achieve, you also need to attach to it a ton of whys, a ton of motivation, a ton of reasons why you believe that goal is great to be achieved, so that you have the motivation to go through all the obstacles to reach the goal, because you'll always have obstacles along the way. It's a given. So this gentleman had this goal of 100,000 euros. And so what we did together to get to it is basically start with the end in mind. And that's what I would suggest to you as well. You start with the end result that you want. So in this case, 100,000 euros. And then you go backwards to reverse engineer the thought and the plans that you would need in order to achieve that goal. So what I told him is that it's really reachable. It's just a different way of seeing things. So instead of using the obstacle or being stop by the goal is thinking things differently to see how can that goal really be achieved with all the means that I have at this moment, and what other means do I need in order to achieve the goal. In other words, what do I have to do exactly, and how much of it do I have to do, or how much of it do I have to sell in order to achieve the goal. From a fruit standpoint, that is not necessarily doing so well right now, achieving 100,000 euros is really astronomical. It's really difficult. But what I told him is, let's strategize and see differently. Instead of having all the perishable perish and throw them in the garbage every day or every second day, to use the fruits and vegetables that are just about to not be good anymore, to use them to basically transform them into other dishes. So to create dishes with those fruits and vegetables, perhaps healthy meals that therefore he could distribute, maybe deliver to different businesses, deliver to different homes, or maybe he could start a catering service or a lunch menu service. So there's different ways that he could reutilize all that food that might perish and basically make better margins, greater margins with those products. And if he could get 1 or 2 or 10 contracts around town with, let's say, schools or governmental offices, well, there you go. He could easily or more easily reach the $10,000 that he seeks. So as you see, it's not necessarily the amount of money that you seek. It's how you feel about the goal that you're trying to reach, is to calm your brain and really ask the right questions in order for the brain to start looking at solutions and reverse engineer the end result so that you know what is the path of least difficulty, the most direct path to get to your goal. I hope this helps. I hope this brought you some solutions of your own. Please come to the Facebook group, share this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel because I do this for you. Thank you and have a great day.